Washington to talk about their UFO sightings, but this apparently is no crackpot convention. Former high-level government and military officials are among those.
Since January 15, 2009, the U.S. government began to declassify records on UFOs which had long remained top secret, certainly because of pressures from repeated UFO sighting. Indeed, such countries like Mexico, Russia, England, and Australia, numerous UFO sightings were observed and they are growing on a weekly basis. One should ask, why are these trips? What the occupants of these vehicles are seeking in our terrestrial space? And why in the past, were they interested in planet Earth? As ancient civilizations had reported UFO sightings since times begun, a first answer may be found in paleontology. Paleontologist confirms the theory of evolution, saying that, from the time of Homo erectus to the time of Homo sapiens, nature with all these components have undergone major transformations. The humanoid has burned important steps to become modern man. As proof, researches on human fossils have confirmed that human morphology has undergone some mutations, as the skull became larger. However, scientists' observations reveal that these mutations are not linear in time. And more than once, there were periods where changes were accelerating exponentially. These ultra-fast mutations, known as the evolutionary leap or missing link, are for most researchers a hidden, misunderstood and mysterious parameter. From here, additional explanation can be found in mythologies and cosmogonies of many ancient peoples. Researcher like Eric St. Alice from Haiti believe that mythology is the extension of modern science.
Scientists who want to understand the facts of the distant past have no choice but to go beyond the history, meaning to go to the cosmogony and mythology of ancient civilization. There are simple ways to draw history from mythology. This can be done through a methodical investigation of a rarity, artifact, or fossil.
By gathering and carefully examining data from mythologies and cosmogonies of such great civilizations like the Sumerians, Egyptians, Mayans, we can conclude that more than once, the humanoid has been genetically modified, so that he can better handle daily activities, in order to satisfy those beings from outer space. In addition, far from living independently with their free will, a new organization of their society was imposed to them. However, it is obvious that these ancient civilizations had learned from the physical presence of these engineers and technicians from other planets, including transfer of technologies, which allowed them to reach a high level of development. Now, let's examine three civilizations. First of all, the Sumerians. They made the difference by leaving to us a very explicit recounting of their cosmogony. As a matter of fact, these Sumerians related, in ancient times they used to live with beings from outer space, sometimes dressed with space clothing, and moving in spacecraft.
If we go to the museums in Baghdad, we can find objects that confirm the cohabitation between those space aliens and the Sumerians.
The Sumerians also have mentioned among the extraterrestrial colonists, there were a team of experts in genetic engineering, who have created hybrid, and manipulated the chromosome of the Homo erectus. Second case, the Egyptian. Everyone knows the amazing view offered as of today by the Giza Plateau, in northern Egypt. But, there's more than that. Because the long-kept secret is inside the pyramid. Indeed, the Russians have made a sensational discovery, that could make reconsideration of all our knowledge.
There is an Egyptian myth that tells something inside the pyramid of Cheops called Magbarat al-Zohar, which means the tomb of the visitor, holds the wisdom of the gods from the stars. The Russians took the legend seriously, and in 1961, through a military expedition, were found in the Great Pyramid a special sarcophagus. The fossils in the sarcophagus without doubt wasn't human, but have the morphology of an extraterrestrial.
Third case, the Semites. The Jewish approach is different. Their mythology is dominated by celestial beings, who are for most of them, military. It is said that an elite corps is located not far from Earth. The Heavens Army is permanently mobilized to make punctual interventions.
Declassified U.S. government documents and witness testimony from former or retired U.S. military personnel confirm beyond any doubt the reality of ongoing UFO incursions at nuclear weapons sites.
Their spokesmen, or the prophets, have predicted and warned there will be an invasion of the Earth by the forces from space, to finalize a military operation started thousands of years ago, so that they will put definitely out of harm's way behind bars, rebel factions based on our planet underground. It is therefore obvious that we are in a logic of war. Consequently, these numerous UFO sightings have a very specific roadmap, so that the exploration areas are predetermined by the Army High Command, and their mission would be to investigate, or to spy. Information collected would be used to finalize plan for a massive intervention, and the total control of planet Earth. This final assault, which is coming soon, will end the siege of the Earth that sublunaries, the elite corps, were able to hold for about 12,000 years.